this. Welcome in when you all get in. Thank you all for everything. Likes, comment, share, subscribes. I drew the cards before I get to live. They're right here. We're going to jump into this reading. If you're interested in the tarot classes or healing classes, be sure to email me. Or if you're interested in any service that I have, just be sure to email me. We have the Ten of Cups and the High Priestess inverted as the first two cards. So, with that being said, there's a connection point that you're being brought to. You are divinely connected, but without any form of intuition. You're not aware of where the divine's taking you at this time. You just know that things are changing, things are moving. Ace of Wands inverted. Yeah, you're unable to grasp the idea, so don't judge it. Judgment inverted in Two of Cups. You're being brought to new lands at this time. Or the career or your plans are definitely being shaped by the divine at this time because you keep having wrong judgments of the ideas that are coming to you, or you're unable to even grasp what they're trying to send you when it comes down to your leadership. This is a Tower inverted. This is not a bad event. This is not a tower that you're witnessing. This is not something that is going to damage you. You need to understand that and see that and not be fooled by the mind to think that something is failing at this time. You need to be aware of really where the divine is taking you moving forward, because your mind is going to be tricking you and playing games on you to make you believe and feel that things are not going as they need to go. Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Yep. The beauty that you have been waiting for, the beauty that you have been desiring is on its way to you, but you're needing to sit back and allow the divine to take care of things. Watch how the divine nurtures things. Tower inverted to the Wheel of Fortune. You're making it past whatever this is to greater and better lands. There's not a need to worry. Your debts will be paid off is what I'm hearing heavily. If you have any of those, King of Pentacles inverted to the Queen of Pentacles upright. Queen of Cups inverted to the Ace of Pentacles inverted. So you're just being asked to continue to nurture what's on the physical, or you're seeing what's on the physical. You may be not nurturing it as much because it's not giving to you, and that's the biggest mistake that you can do at this time. The divine needs you to keep nurturing what you have on the physical so that you're able to actually move forward in the way that will benefit you the most. With the Three of Wands inverted again, because you're unable to see what's coming through. You're unable to see what's coming in for you. So the divine is like, hey, why don't you stop stressing about what you can't see and let me show you what you need to see. But however this is for you, your plans are being changed for your career. Your career life could be changing. How you handle your career is changing, but it's all for the better. It's not for the worst. We have transcendence because something wasn't able to move in the past. The past way of doing things, it wasn't ready to move. It's not a time to take action. It's not a time to go out and your plans. Just keep nurturing what you have. You know, dominance inverted and freedom. You're not going to have any form of dominance in this stuck energy, and that's what the divines are trying to get you to know. Your guides have been wanting you to know, hey, you can't fight your way out of this. Stop struggling. Your hard work is not paying off because it's a time to give rather than take. So you need to work through your fears so that you can see that a conclusion really is within reach. You just don't have courage of it at this time. So make sure that you're giving more than you're receiving. Well, than you're taking at this time. You could be wanting something, not even receiving. You could be wanting to take something, or like, hey, I want this, I need that. Resources inverted because you don't feel like you have enough, but there's things around you that also need the same things that you're looking for. So when you're less selfish of it and you're more giving with it, that is when you will keep yourself back in that natural flow again. You're letting the past hold you back, but this end of a tough cycle is approaching. Your guides just need you to keep focusing on what's in front of you. You're not taking time to breathe. Legacy, because you feel like something of yours that you've built up is falling, which is not okay. The energy is definitely gaining momentum, and the answers that you need are coming within visions. You're just needing to release negativity because nothing will come out of a situation that you're not releasing. The negativity that you're holding on to, the thoughts, the way you're thinking, the way you're being, are only holding you back from the plans that you're wanting. The pessimism, the I can't, the it's too hard, the I don't want to's, the I can'ts, all those things are literally holding it back. And I said I can't twice. So you need to choose. You need to make a better choice to be resilient, or you're not making a choice to be resilient. You don't trust that you're good enough for something, or you don't trust that you're going to receive something in the way that's actually going to be given to you. With grief inverted, again, there's no need to grieve in this time. Adjustments aren't required. You're just letting pride get in your way. So you need to balance your practicality and your spirituality at this time. Just because you're extremely spiritual does not mean that you don't have to abide by the day-to-day physical activities. And that's just the truth of it. You need to really release yourself from those burdens, because they're not for you to hold on to. They're not for you to continuously be barraged or bargained with, I should say. If these cards would stop falling off the desk, that would be really cool. We have Nephthys, purpose, peace, and understanding. We have Demeter, devotion, family, and growth. And we have Ninhershag, lady of comfort and healing. We have Ninhershag again, creativity, rebirth, renewal. Newt, cosmic, immensity, eternal. Maka, knowledge, precision, victory. And Arian Road, insight, wisdom, and destiny. You're on the right path. You're doing things correctly, and there is a grand rebirth coming in for you. There's a lot of feminine energy around you when it comes to this nurturing, but you need to be able to tap in. What that truly means is to pay attention and to see what's going on around you, to listen to what's going on around you, to not be so blind. Like, if someone says the sky is blue, don't give a big explanation about something that has nothing to do with it. Like, well, one time I went outside and the sky wasn't blue and it was gray, and I think it was because it was raining. Don't do that stuff. That's the stuff that keeps you held back, because you're not thinking and you're not responding to what's being sent to you. In fact, you're not even looking at it. You're very deluded when that happens. So stop doing that. When someone gives you a clear answer, stop using that as an excuse to explain something that has nothing to do with it, or stop using that for a reason to add on to it. Allow that answer to be there. Most people give you answers directly because it's like, here's what you need, and a lot of people take that and run off with it as like, oh, so I can tell you about this, and that now, and that's not at all. It's not at all what that was for. It was to give you the answer, and a lot of you want to be stuck in that same space and just like not listen to it or not realize it, and that needs to be devalued. It doesn't need to be valued within the self. You receiving the message of your career being changed for the better doesn't need to be met with, well, I've already changed my career. You changed it, yeah, and has it done any good? No. The divine's doing this for you. Your guides are leading you to this for a reason. We have the Nine of Pentacles inverted and the Lovers inverted. There's not a beauty in seeing why you're being disconnected from something with the Nine of Waters, or just because that's even your wish. So you're not even realizing that you've been wishing for something better, or that you've been asking for something better, and they've been trying to give you it, but you keep trying to go your own path, and that's what's causing all this confusion. The Two of Water and the High Priestess, and the Six of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. But once you realize and see that you're being guided to a better place, to a more relaxed energy, so you can nurture things, that's when you're going to be able to connect back to yourself after this long journey. And that's just what needs to be realized. You might not feel like you're strong enough to not self-sabotage. You might feel like you're going to continue to self-sabotage even if you're on this new path, which you need to end up fixing and realizing that that's not true. We have Ace of Pentacles inverted. Ace of Pentacles upright, Temperance inverted, and the Knight of Swords upright. Again, you were given something when in an imbalanced time, and you were moving forward with it in that sense. with the Four of Swords, which is why it's being given a rest and why something new is coming in to fulfill that place. But you might not like it or feel like it is needed or necessary, but it is. And this is something that you need to pay attention to, is why don't I feel like something is necessary? Why don't I feel like something is abundant? Why don't I feel like something is going to be for the best of me? You know, the Hangman to the Five of Cups. Again, get the higher reason, get the higher wisdom from why you're in this regret rather than just sitting in it. What does sitting in it do? It just causes more to be around you. Because again, there's a mental tower happening. There's a mental calamity happening. The tower and the Ace of Swords, both upright. The rules are beating down on you. You know, the rule is this and that. You were told to do something, and instead of following through with it, you diverted and did your own, which is not what you were supposed to do. You know, mentally, you know that with the Chariot and the Two of Swords inverted and the Three of Cups upright, you were moving forward in a very distracted way. Or when you received the permission to do something, you were really distracted. You weren't doing so. Nine of Swords inverted. Because you didn't, because you felt like you could, in a sense, or you feel like this is a better choice for you with the Devil and the Page of Earth inverted and the Hermit inverted. You're not seeing how you're bound, or you're not seeing what's binding you to a certain outcome, or it's binding you to a certain situation with the King of Fire so that you can rule forward. Or you're not even seeing that the divine is literally putting you on a better path, or giving you a better contract. The Emperor and the Seven of Pentacles, again. But it's about standing your ground and allowing these things to grow rather than trying to force them to grow. The Star inverted and the Devil upright, because you've been binding yourself to poor wishes or poor dreams that aren't what you need, or aren't what you've been really asking for. So we have new life, water, and safe travels. So yeah, there's a new life coming in. It's slowly being nurtured. There is a safe travel in it. You just need to be aware of these things at this time with gratitude. So show gratitude at this time that you are being moved to more steady lands, to more calmer waters, to a position that's actually going to nurture you. You are ready. You can do it. You're just not accepting or realizing that aspect now. On the new moon, or this is what this new moon's bringing you, is this new path. You know, it's what you've been asking for. It's what you've been wanting. So don't panic and don't fret, because this is literally what you want. We have transmute inverted in karmic path and shadow inverted. But this is a part of you needing to transmute part of your karmic path from your past, doing something wrong, or not feeling like you had the power, or not having good focus, overspending, underspending your time on one thing rather than another. So take this time to see, like, oh yeah, I wasn't focusing on this. I was trying to focus on that, and I shouldn't have been doing that. I should have been doing this. To give yourself grace, focus and veil, so that you can see what went wrong, and give yourself the grace to actually receive what you've been needing to receive. We have courage, spiritual cleanse, earth, affluence. So again, you might need to go outside and ground yourself, or go outside in nature to spiritually cleanse yourself. Because the lack of meditation is affluencing this. There is no evil eye being sent to you with this shift. That's why you're not being shifted. That's not the reason. You know, no one's doing that to you. This is all within you and yourself, and how you're spending your time. That's what's making you powerless at this time. Is you are focusing on things that are not giving you the best thing, and is putting a boundary between you and your fortune. You'd rather focus on someone or something else rather than what you need to do to move forward in a abundant, positive way. We're going to pull 3 shamantic cards that all wanted to come out right now. So we have escape, erase, avoid, ignore. Look at the things that you have been void of. Look at the things that you're not wanting to focus on at this time. You can't escape from these things When you try to escape something, you box yourself in even more. When you try to erase something, it only shows up as a mistake or a smudge. When you avoid something, you're really doing your best to keep your focus on it. And when you ignore something, it actually shows how much power it has over you to shift your focus from one thing to another, which it shouldn't have that much focus to do in the first place. We have never end. Something is not ending for you, or there's a cycle of rebirth, a cycle of connecting that needs to be seen. Never end was also a statement, a question that gets answered. Because in life, there's always going to be a question that will always be answered. And it's important to know and it's important to see that at this time, your focus needs to be on what is around you that is causing you to be questioned and allowing it to give you an answer rather than you answering it. Because when you come up with an answer, it always comes from a place of bias. When you allow the question to answer itself by looking at it deeper, it gives you the correct and straightforward answer. And last but not least, we have opener of ways. The way has been opened. The key is in the slot. You are able to move forward in this lane, in this light, but you need to make sure and you need to be aware of what you are doing when that door is opening. You know, are you allowing the door to only stay creaked open? Are you not seeing what's around you? Are you not allowing yourself to be present in that full moment when that door is open to see how it wishes to move towards you? With the opener ways even coming out as well, this is a lot of I would say in what I would say Baba Legba, I would just say any of the gateway openers or gateway guarders or gatekeepers and spiritually coming through to you, telling you and showing you this is the proper way of doing things rather than you doing the wrong thing over and over again. So pay attention to your intuition at this time of how you need to do things, of how things around you will open when you begin to do these objectives, and don't try to avoid any of the word unforbearing comes up, thoughts that prevent you from receiving the answer that you need. So again, like, why do I have to do this? You don't have to sit there and think about why you have to do something. In fact, just do the thing so you can receive the answer. You know, oh, why do I have to go out and do this right now? Why can't I do it later? Allow yourself to be unstuck in that questioning and allow that answer to give it to present itself to you. And the only way that can be done is by action, by doing it, by walking down that path, and by seeing what's going to be down there. But we're going to get your angels and see what they need you to know. And then we will be out of this reading for today. We have Ha'aya. Do you remember last night's dream? Ha'aya was trying to pass a message through them. Imamiya, get up and get going. Put some vigor in your actions and get things done. Hakamaya, bring your courage to the forefront. You've got it under control, even if you don't think so. Shavakia, is there anyone you've offended? Reach out to rekindle the relationship. And Danael, have you a decision to make? Weigh your options with Danael to find your path. So all in all, there are your angels. Those are what they have for you today. So keep those in mind. Thank you all so much for being here. For likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether energetic or financial, I truly appreciate them all. If you are interested in the tarot classes, any of my services, or the healing classes, be sure to email me and I'll get you set away with that. But thank you all so much for being here. Everything that you would need is in my description, my email, the donation links, the Dr. Malachi's York, and my website. Without further